you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the New England Patriots and the Portland Riverhogs. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mariota. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Let's go, D.
From the gun, Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, move ready. Sonny, wait. 64.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. Buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
He was brought down by Bart Dupree. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go, D.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota, he'll let this go for the end zone. Breshad Perriman, 45 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Switch.
From the gun, they run with Michelle. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
6 man.
They go play action. Winston. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 21 yards away, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the side.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After the sack on first down, Mariota. And he'll find Hall. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Get him, boy. It's a pickup of 12 yards. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Mike, blue 18. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. One. Turns the mic.
On third down, Mariota. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Jordan Willis in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mariota now. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Let's get it. Time is the mark. Team 6. D, let's get off the field, D. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. Hey, I'm coming after you. Mike 7. Mike 7.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their last two drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. On 1st and 10, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Logan. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the 1st down with his legs.
Ready, black 22. Coming to you, coming to you. Check 1-3.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Ready, blue lane. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Slam. Come on, Sunday. Even. Check 37.
On 2nd down now, Michel, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 3rd down, Michel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. 1st down, Winston. Flushed out right, and now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made by Joey Bosa. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Easy.
To throw again on 2nd down, Winston. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Ready, blue lane. Mike 49. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. They come out here in the eye.
Let's go. Alert flare. Flip.
And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
That's fielded in the end zone.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 21-yard
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mariota to throw it this time. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's good for 28 yards.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Patriots.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Keep playing hard.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Patriot first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We own it. We own it. Back, back, back. Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett.
I got you, boy.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Complete to Philip Dorsett. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Go, Miami. Black 22. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the press. Here we go, G. Flip it. Here I come. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Check it back. Hey, let's get a conversion. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Michel. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Jameis to throw it. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Michel. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now Winston. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Mighty, Blue 80, Mark 49. He can't hang. He's not 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Where we go?
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Here we go with Michel. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Motion, motion, bump, 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 bump.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Play action now. Mariota looking deep downfield. This is caught. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. And a huge play that time. 53 yards.
First down and goal to go.
They'll come out in the pistol. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Winston to throw it this time. Looking left side, and it's complete. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Jameis now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Michel. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Off the play fake, Mariota going for the deep ball. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Following the interception, Winston. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On on the ground, it's Eckler. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10. At the 16-yard line.
On play action, Mariota. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. Crunch.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, Winston. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they have the right coverage, they've still dented it.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Javon Hargrave. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Green, come with me. He's coming. Sunday. He's coming. Double up. Big Ed.
They'll run with Michel. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. And able to find Dorsett. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hey, watch the slant. Easy.
Throwing, Winston. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Dorsett making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start